I'm John McClain. He's Indy Kalu. He went to a Super Bowl but blew out his ACL. Now we're going to talk to a really tough guy coming off recent neck surgery and not his first, and that's Sports Radio 610's Barry Warner for his weekly rant. Barry, take it away.
You know, as a radio legend, I get certain perks at Sports Radio 610 that no one on the staff gets. Like, I didn't have to go to the greatest circus on earth known as Media Day. Because if I was, the league probably would have thrown me out. I'd have gone face-to-face, nose-to-nose with gutless Deion Sanders and Maurice Jones-Drew and some of these other clowns who question inside right here of Jay Cutler. Now look, I'm no Jay Cutler fan, and prior to that, if I was in Chicago, I'd have used him as a piñata. He's a sourpuss, he's a frat brat. But the guy missed one game in his entire NFL season. That was because of a league-mandated concussion. That's number one. Number two, did these guys forget what happened on Monday night against the Giants in the fourth week of the season when they reduced him to ground round or hamburger helper? It is very easy to question on the outside what goes on. But unless you have been injured, and I'm not putting my 17 orthopedic surgeries up in the class of a pro football athlete, but the good Lord gives all of us different pain thresholds. Now, what was wrong about it is as follows. A, the Bears organization did a horrible job on getting the information to the networks to let the fans know. Number two, Cutler didn't even give it the old cosmetic, go out there and try and then fall down writhing in pain and get carted off. Three, they should have put the guy in a brace, put him on crutches, and got his sourpuss on the sidelines with Mike Martz and with Lovey. I still don't have a clue about my offense, Smith, to at least make him engaged. The last time I saw a quarterback that disinterested was a couple of years ago when VY, you remember Vince Young, the guy that Rich Ward and Indy have a love affair with on Sports Radio 610, stood about 25 yards away from his teammates. But to question the guy's toughness when you work all season long and you're 35 or 40 minutes away from going to the big one is incomprehensible. And that means you too, Terry, failed marriage Bradshaw, who's got as many Super Bowl rings as he does alimony payments and ex-wives, trying to bait everybody after the game into the toughness inside of Cutler. Now that I'm off of that soapbox, and don't forget, I'm so old school, I saw Sid Luckman, I saw Otto Graham, and Sammy Baugh play quarterback. I know what toughness is. Now I'm going to put my nice guy hat on. Props, Donald Driver, Milby High School, you deserve to be in a Super Bowl. Double props for Don Capers, one of the nicest guys in the world who's proven he is a genius when it comes to defense, especially with 14 guys on the injured reserve list. And enough props and standing ovations for the Silver Fox, number 51, still single after all of these years. Ted Thompson, one of Bum's boys, for having the stones, the cojones, and the guts to know what he had in Aaron Rodgers and take the heat, get the death threats, get the FBI protecting him, all that crap with the idiot cheeseheads. He knew what he was doing. He is in the Super Bowl. And in case you wonder, Andy, who I'm picking, I hate Pittsburgh. They made me freeze 2 years in a row. Go Packers.
Wow.
Wow, that's all you can say is wow.
Barry being nice to people. What do you think? You ever seen that?
I don't know. Maybe they gave him a heart when he had surgery.
Barry Warner, thank you very much for your weekly rant.